It's one of the globe's most famous football venues, but this crowd of 60,000 plus is gathered to watch a different type of football. Welcome to Tottenham Hotspur Stadium in London. Coming up, we have a good one for you. Between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Jacksonville Jaguars. They're on the Eagles sideline, head coach Nick Sirianni. These guys coming off their first loss of the season last week, following that 4-0 start. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you up in the booth. Kicker Cam Little down on the field, looks ready to get things started. And the NFL on EA Sports is underway once again. The decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. Quarterback, they're going to turn to the seventh-year dual threats, Jalen Hurts.
This right here is the game you want, not just as a quarterback, but as a group. The league's best offense against the league's best defense. Let's tee it up, and let's go.
The throw right side, caught by Goddard. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. The entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches.
Second and inches at the 39-yard line.
Here's Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. He's going to be forced out there after a gain of about 14. And it's going to be a Philadelphia first down.
That whole operation right there, Kate, delivered with conviction. Passes have to be if you want to pick up first downs and keep the drive on schedule.
First down, a run with Barkley. Has a lane inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down at the 28. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
Plenty of volume last week in the run game. They tried. There just was not much execution, and unfortunately no victory to go along with it. Got to find explosive run plays in today's NFL, and they're going to be searching for them today.
And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets them 3.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
We send a man in motion. Second down, Hurts. Well, right side, caught by Smith. And give him about 4, nothing beyond the catch. And he got there quickly.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards in the double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Putting a receiver in motion. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. And that one's not going to be caught. Could have extended the drive, but the defender times it perfectly, breaks it up. That means it's 4th down. All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Hurts now on 4th. That's cut beyond the marker. And he gets home. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Makai Lemon, his 3rd of the year. Extra point by Elliott is up and good. They jump out to a 7-0 lead.
Eagles 7, Jaguars 0.
The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. So here... over for the first time on offense. And it's the 6-year starter leading them out. Now in year 6, coming off a 5th-place MVP finish, it's Trevor Lawrence. First carry now is his Bashal Tutu.
Got to take that deep breath as a quarterback here, and you really do, Kate. Have to fight the urge to think you got to do this all by yourself. To try to beat this elite defense with just your arm and your brain, it's going to take everybody. That is, in my experience, the only way you defeat a group this good defensively is your collective. It's got to be better than theirs.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. Not must-have yet, Brock, but it does feel pretty important that they come up with an answer for that touchdown, but not going to be easy.
Nope, and incompletions like that certainly won't help.
On the move, headed right. That's the line, he's going to run for it. And he'll get it out to the 34 before he's tracked down. On fourth down, it's Logan Cook on for the Jaguars to punt it away.
It's fourth down.
Pulled in at the 20. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Eagles getting ready. Here comes first and 10. Play action. Hurts has it. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. He was looking for Dallas Goedert there. And it sets up second down.
It's second down and 10.
Now Hurts. Forced that to his right.
I don't mind that scramble at all, Kate. It makes that defense think this guy's not just going to sit in the pocket all day. I'll say this as well like I do all the time. When you're going to scramble as a quarterback, make sure you protect yourself.
6 yards to go here. It's third down. Back to throw. Hurts. Chased out to his right. And he had stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
It's a gain of 10. And an Eagle first down.
Throwing here. Hurts. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. And he's just going to huck this one into about row C there. And some lucky fan. And hauling a heck of a souvenir. So it's 2nd and 10 now. Ball still at that 39-yard line. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he started to get through the lane before it closed. 3 yards there. Stopped by Fourier for Roku.
We know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Throw here, third down. Buys time, rolling right. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage. So on fourth down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. Ball spotted on that right hash, 53 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And special teams convert to get them a little something out of that possession.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all this concentration, every bit of the strength, to send that puppy through.
The Jaguars take over first and 10.
2 seconds to go here in our opening quarter. Tootin on first and 10. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. 1 quarter away so far. It's the Eagles soaring to an early lead. More from this one right after this. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They have second and pretty long here. That one's on the mark. Jacoby Myers. And he gets a small chunk there before he's touched down.
That can be a hopeless feeling when you fire a curl route right into zone coverage perfectly like that. Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting, that pass can hum in there and there's nothing this defense can do. Stop is made after a gain of about 7. That's going to be enough for the first. As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First down, play action. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception.
Okay. That was his quarterback's first interception. And you know what? I don't remember my first. Maybe I do. Every last detail of Chad Cody picking off a little corner route as I was trying to sprint out. And instead of throwing it away, I forced it in. Yeah, this guy's going to remember this one as well.
And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Come to the line here. 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Hurts setting up to throw. And an unforced error. Can't bring that one in. That's going to go as a drop. And that means it's 3rd down.
That's a throw at this level. So much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Has it, but the hit breaks it up. Incomplete. So a drop on 2nd. Contact-assisted drop on 3rd there. And now they're left there in the 4th down.
Jake Elliott on for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
Elliott connects there. And they come away with some points on that series.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Now the ready to take over once more. They trail 13-0 here as they go in search of their opening score. Hand off to Tootin. And powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
Here we go. Set. 10 black.
Second down, give to Tootin. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
Yak, yak, yak. That's what it's all about in this league as a running back. Can you get those hard yards after initial contact? This dude just got it done.
First down, and they go right back to it. They'll cobble together a yard there. Like his dad before him, Jeremiah Trotter Jr. on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Changing things up, they're going to throw now. And that hit breaks up the catch, takes us to third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Here he goes, third and long. Couldn't connect right side, it's incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
And this one did hit at the 8, but took a big bounce and finished its journey in the end zone for a touchback. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Hurts looking to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. Space past the 35. And give him the first down here. Looks to be an even 20 on that play.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Only took them one play, Brock, and they have already made it to the 40-yard line. Barkley trying this up the gut. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. His back. Here's Barkley. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Offense up to the line fast.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. He's going to loft one deep to the left. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down. The Eagles are in punt formation. Parker Washington to return this for the Jags. Nice punt here, up and angled towards the sideline. And no chance at a return as this one heads across the sideline at the 25-yard line. Out now runs the Jaguars offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Jahan Campbell makes the play.
Offense to really get into rhythm, to gain that momentum and confidence, because turnovers have interrupted their progress. This is when you need your rookie to step up. Come on, man. Take charge. Put those mistakes behind you and go lead.
And he will not find the connection on the other end there. Incompletion sets up second down. They sure were handed incredible field position by their defense, but couldn't get it done on that first play of the drive right there.
That's right. You love this opportunity, but the key, Kate, you can't press, right? You get such great field position. You know you want a touchdown, but you got to just continue to execute.
The lateral goes haywire. Live ball. Picked up by the Jaguars. There he goes. Right sideline. He's at the 30. This is returned all the way into the red zone. What a way to add on to that turnover.
What do defenses preach all the time? Scoop and score, scoop and score, scoop and score. Well, that was an amazing scoop. It was nearly a score after a huge return on that fumble.
Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. From the gun, Tutu. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. Well, nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10. At the Eagles 16-yard
Here's
line.
Lawrence to throw. Escapes the pocket. He's keeping it. And he's going to go out with a pickup of 3. So chipping away a few here ahead of this 3rd down.
Well, once a play breaks down, you're just looking for a running lane. Just a little bit of room, just a little bit of air in the pocket. He found one of those two, but the defense swarms towards him and denies him the other.
3rd and long. They're going to throw. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3 and outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
Little knocks it through. Hold on, though. There's a flag down here. Although, if this is on the defense, Brock, they're probably just going to decline it and keep that make. Thought he had a chance to block it, but he ends up wiping out the kicker instead. And that's going to award their offense a 1st down.
Automatic 1st down.
5 seconds left, and they are going for 6. No field goal here. Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. And this is going to get into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Jacoby Myers, his 3rd of the year. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends our half, or if we get a play from scrimmage, as this one's away. Brown with a return here. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our 1st half. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Okay, Kate, thanks very much. The first month of the season has come and gone. Some early surprises, some early disappointments as well. Let's get into it. Our trip around the NFL starts now at...
Two quarters to go from London Town, and here we go in our 2nd half. Here's a return from the 7. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Jacksonville offense ready to get going. Here's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Tutu. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
He was taken down behind
Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
And how about this, Brock? They gain 11 on 2nd down. Nice work to call some back. They make it 3rd and short.
I just love that so much, Kate. Yeah, they trailed at the break, but that doesn't deter you from running the ball. And results like that will more than likely have them lean into the run game.
Third down, Lawrence to throw. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down. Man, a little would have done the job, but they threw for a lot there, Brock. Just couldn't get that deep shot work.
Kate, if you look at just about any pass play known to mankind, there's something called an alert. Right? Somebody that's going to clear something out for somebody else, and that was an alert, that was a shot, just didn't hit it.
No go, Allen. Has the 1st and more past midfield. And he's finally hauled down at the 43. So Well, they keep this drive moving after a big 18-yard pickup on fourth down. All right, so the offense staying out there. They've got first down now inside the 45.
At the 43-yard line.
Here's Tootin up the middle. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. Knocked down by Devon Campbell.
Even though we don't have mics in that huddle, I can imagine what's being said down there, Kate. It is keep feeding him. When you get positive yards and you start to run the ball and wear out your opponent, don't go away from it.
Second down, it's Lawrence. Bails out of the pocket quick. He tucks it and takes off. He's going to be taken out after a gain of 5. And it's going to be first down, Jaguars.
Oh, that just sucks the wind out of the defense. So demoralizing. So many guys do things the right way, only to see a quarterback evade the pressure and go get that first down anyway.
And he's going to dribble it across that sideline, picking up close to 5 on the play with second down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
This is Tootin, right side. Thought there'd be more room up the middle, but there wasn't. It closed quickly. He stopped after a 3-yard gain. It's a 3-yard gain, only a yard shy of the marker on third down.
Third and 1.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. On third down, here's Tootin. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be fourth down.
A loss of 2 yards.
Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Little knocks it through. And then cuts the lead in half. Down to 3.
Nice to pay off any drive with some points. Able to trim the lead slightly there the first time out in the second half. And even if they can't get into pole position, they just want to keep this thing close.
Escapes the defender. Crosses midfield, and he's still going. And they finally bring him down after a huge run back into their territory.
I remember these feelings running on the field after a great return like that, Kate. It almost feels like stepping into a batter's box with runners on base. So much of the work has been done ahead of you. Now you got to go deliver.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down. All right up against that marker, but not there yet. It's second and inches. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. He's not going to get there. The defense attacked to deny the marker, and now a chance to stand here with third and 1. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. They go handoff to Washington. He's going to be stopped just a couple yards beyond the line, but that is still good enough for the first.
At the 15-yard line. A pickup of 2 yards. And an Eagle first down.
Hurts the throw. Jump off, caught by his back. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
This one's caught. And they're going to take him down just short of that marker. In that range, might we see them go for this fourth down? So we hit the end of the third quarter. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line.
A 23-yard attempt.
Kicked well, and this is good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal. The kick team out there for the Eagles, and this one is sent away.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them the lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
The Jaguars have running back Bashal Tootin headed out with the rest of the offense. Jaguars look ready to go. Here comes 1st and 10. Inside give here for Tootin. This drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more of a kitty cat effort there. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's dropped underneath. Tootin. And in the end, no danger of them actually reaching the marker. He's hauled down well short after a gain of 7. It is 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. All right, starting off with his own read. Nice run across the 15. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
1st and goal, Philadelphia.
From the pistol, Hurts. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up.
It's a loss of 5. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
On the play fake, it's Hurts.
This is one of those occasions that it looks so promising when you take off as a quarterback, and then you're reminded just how fast these defenses are in the NFL. Couldn't quite move the chains, but it wasn't for a lack of trying.
Hurts now on 3rd and goal. He's in trouble. He's not going to get away from this. Saves Robin at the 10. Eric Armstead. And that's going to bring it 4th and goal after a loss of 6.
Down and goal.
Elliott connects there. And that'll make it a 2-score game.
It doesn't take a math major, Kate, to realize how important that field goal was. It's now a 2-score game really late and puts them in the driver's seat to go and finish this thing with the win.
And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And you and I both know, Brock, they, like so many teams in this league, fans of establishing the run to begin a football game. Well, I'm looking at my watch, I'm looking up at the scoreboard. We're sometime into this one now, and they still haven't been able to establish it against this defense.
Yeah, kind of like when we walk into a defensive meeting room and sit with the D coordinator, and what is his #1 premise each and every week? Stop the run. Stop the run. Yeah. Because you know if you create that kind of imbalance and you take away the run, you have a chance of playing pretty good defense like they've done.
Working on 2nd down. Lawrence. Taken down, but not before he picks up 11 on the play. And that is a Jacksonville 1st down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Lawrence throwing here. That's Thomas. He's got it. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. Let's examine this flag. So they catch the illegal block in the back, Brock, and that's rare that we see the clipping call. It's a dangerous play. It's rightfully going to back up this offense. Now it's Lawrence. That is caught by Brian Thomas Jr. And he'll get it up to the 44. Lawrence picking up the pace.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4 at the 44-yard line.
Now looking to throw. Fits it through the middle. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. Have to pick up the pace offensively as they go hurry up.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
He can run it. The stop is made. Defense drives him out after a gain of about 13. And that's going to earn the Jags a new set of downs.
That's another.
You keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
From the red zone now. Flushed out of the pocket. And that one's incomplete, but boy, are they lucky it wasn't intercepted. That was a risky shot, but fortunately, they still have second down coming up. All right, still 10 to go here after they almost had an interception on first down. Lawrence now on second down. He brings it in. So a solid gain there, Brock, but still third down and short that they've got to figure out now as they pick up 9 on that previous play.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Lawrence to throw it. And he will finish this in the end zone. Touchdown, Jaguars. Jacoby Myers, his 6th of the year, 2nd in this game. His kick is good. For the moment, at least, we've got a flag down on the field, Brock. I think they're going to get him, though, for hitting the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. And it's going to bounce out of the end zone, so bring it back out to the 20 on that touchback. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. Their lead cut down inside a field goal, so points imperative here to get some breathing room. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's first and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they'll get him 5 yards as he gets this up to the 25.
Barkley, the ball carrier.
And understandably, they're happy to just let this clock run down to our 2-minute warning. Eagles up by just a couple of points. On second down, here's Barkley. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Setting up to pass. And he's caught. He's got Brown. It's a big gain, 19 yards as they finally take him down. And that is good for an Eagles first down.
19 yards. First down, Philadelphia.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. He surges ahead for 5. Make it second down. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's second. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
At the 47-yard line.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So they'll decline this and take the result. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on first down. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So it's an Eagles win here in this one. And their trip across the pond, a fruitful one, Brock, because they claim the victory over here in London. So that puts a bow on this one. For my partner, Brock Heward, and everyone involved on our crew, I'm Kate Scott signing off. This has been another
We have a deal. One of the top receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep him and his quarterback very happy.